Okay, so let's just jump right in. We are talking about maybe one of the biggest educational projects in human history. Seriously, how do you teach the entire planet about artificial intelligence? This isn't just about a new online course. This is about building the actual architectural blueprint for a totally new kind of literacy.
And I want you to think about this for a second. Every single time you write a prompt or generate an image or ask a question, you're taking a test. You're testing the AI, sure, but in a weird way, the AI is also testing you. And that is the real question, isn't it? Because without some kind of structure, without a curriculum, we're all just guessing. And that kind of unstructured learning, well, it leads to bad habits, it leads to misinformation, and it leads to a really deep misunderstanding of what might be the most powerful tool we've ever created.
So you see, the biggest challenge here isn't the technology itself. Nope, it's us. It's our own attention. We are so focused on getting that quick result, that fast output, that we completely miss the lesson that's hiding in every single one of our interactions with it.
This quote right here, it just nails it. It completely reframes how we should be thinking about our day-to-day use of AI. You know that weird, glitchy answer you got? That's a lesson about the model's limitations. That absolutely perfect response, that's a lesson in how to write a great prompt. Whether we like it or not, we are all students in this massive, accidental classroom.
Look, let's be real. We all just want the quick answer, the instant image, the code right now. But that's where the danger is. When we rush, when we don't understand what we're doing, we risk creating and spreading bad information. And even worse, we risk what's called model pollution, where all that bad stuff gets fed back into the system, making the AI itself dumber and less reliable for everyone over time.
Okay, so how do we possibly fix this? Well, we need a plan. We need a formal blueprint and architecture to give this global education some structure. And that's where this framework comes in. It's a system designed to turn all that accidental learning into intentional, powerful literacy.
And here's what that blueprint actually looks like. It's a ladder, a set of pathways. You start with the basics, right? AI literacy for everyone. Then you move up to becoming a practitioner, then a developer. Then it gets into strategy for leadership, governance, for policy and ethics, and then right at the top, you've got the visionaries in research and innovation. It's a complete path from beginner to expert.
And this isn't just about you and me. This whole thing scales up. It's designed to certify entire organizations, so a company can become AI aware just by getting its people the basics. Then it can become AI integrated by weaving these skills into how they actually work. And the top tier, AI driven. That's the gold standard. That means you're a leader in both using AI and doing it ethically. It makes this fuzzy idea of literacy something real, something valuable for a business.
All right, so we've got the blueprint. But now, let's really try to grasp the sheer mind-boggling scale of knowledge we're talking about here. Trust me, this goes so far beyond just writing a better prompt.
We have to start where pretty much everyone starts, the prompt. Prompt engineering is that foundational skill. It's the very first building block in this whole giant structure. You can think of it as the art and science of having a good conversation with an AI.
So on the ground floor, level 1, you're learning the absolute must-haves. You know, what makes a good prompt tick? How do you spot and avoid those weird AI hallucinations? And the really non-negotiable stuff, privacy and safety 101. These are the skills literally everyone needs to have.
But we don't stay at the basics for long. Things ramp up fast. By the time you hit level 3, you are deep in the engine room. We're talking about the models that let an AI see the world, and the transformer models that are the backbone of things like ChatGPT. This is the heavy-duty tech that makes it all work.
And listen, this isn't just for the tech wizards and the coders, not at all. By level 5, the whole game shifts from writing code to building strategy. This is the stuff for the boardroom. How do you map out an AI strategy for your entire company? How do you navigate incredibly complex rules like the EU AI Act? And how do you protect your AI systems from being attacked?
And then we get to the top, level 6. And this is where things get, honestly, a little bit sci-fi. We're asking the biggest questions. What are the foundations of artificial general intelligence? Of consciousness even? What do ethics look like at a planetary scale? We're even talking about designing new ways to govern ourselves that are boosted by AI. This is the visionary stuff, the big picture thinking that will shape our future.
Okay, deep breath. I know what you're thinking, because I'm thinking it too. That is a lot. It's overwhelming. And that's exactly the point. The scale is gigantic. So how on earth do you deliver a curriculum this huge to an entire planet that already has the attention span of a goldfish?
Exactly. Who is going to sit down and read a textbook for the entire planet? Nobody. That's who. People don't want a manual, they want a shortcut.
And that leads to this incredible insight. For this to work, the education can't look like education. It has to hide. It has to be a Trojan horse that sneaks the knowledge in when people aren't even paying attention.
And this is how you do it. You disguise the learning as a game. You make it a challenge. You give people a score they can show off, a badge they can earn. You make the lesson feel like a clever shortcut, a life hack. Nobody ever says, "I'd love to read a textbook." But you know what they will say? "Wait, what's my score? I bet I can beat that." And boom, that's when the learning starts. So you have this massive, planet-wide curriculum disguised as a game. How do you launch it? You don't just send an email. You create a moment, a huge public event that captures the world's imagination and tells everyone that AI literacy is a defining moment for all of us.
And the whole vibe of this event has to be right. This isn't a competition. It's not about which AI is better than another. It's a convergence. It's about showing how human intelligence and artificial intelligence can come together and work as one.
So picture it. Where do you hold an event for the whole world to see? You go to the crossroads of the world. Times Square, the perfect stage.
And up on those giant billboards, instead of ads, you see this massive spinning wheel. And on the wheel aren't prizes, they're certification questions pulled from every level of that curriculum we just looked at, from the absolute basics all the way up to AGI ethics.
So the wheel spins, slows, and then it stops. On a question, and a regular person, someone right out of the crowd, steps up to a microphone. And live, in front of the world's media and everyone watching, they demonstrate what they know. This isn't some slick, pre-recorded demo. This is real. It's a transparent, high-stakes, public test of where we are, together.
And that's what this all comes down to. It brings this massive global idea right back to this very moment, right back to you. If you were the one standing in that square, with all the cameras on you and the entire world listening, could you prove your AI literacy? What would you say?